Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go!
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Like my boy. Are you getting headed? Are you getting headed?
Hey, 66.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And across the track, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Exit.
I got you. 21. Hey, Haywood.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, gun.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Saints nothing.
Here we go.
Let's get this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
11.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And this one's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 24, Garoppolo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Wait, that 53.
Check right 54. Right 54. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Goal 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. 11.
That's a screen.
Hey, Foxtrot.
59. Mike's 59.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Now Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
380.
56. Come on.
Regular. You better be ready. No,
Throwing on first down is Brady. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
You can't block me. 56 to Mike.
Hey, you!
Run it. 56. Mike, 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56. Hey, Delta. 56. Check 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 1, Omaha. Check. Hey, high 7.
Mike to 59. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought it was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This is Mostert. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
20! Don't let it breathe! Don't let it breathe! White! Hey, exit! Don't let it breathe!
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alabama.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Jumper.
On first down, Brady. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
53.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
29. Alpha.
Let's go.
Alert.
59, right?
Hey, wahoo.
72.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, goal 66.
56.
Alpha.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Brady now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked picked off by Kwan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hatchet.
21.
They run again with Breida. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
11.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
Bravo.
Here we go. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Lock.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Wait, 10. 380.
56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Shadow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On the ground, Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of
Oh,
winning?
yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went 4 on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. Here's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Thomas, the intended target.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 9.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.